Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's the day before Manchester Marathon. Just got up. It's 5 o'clock. We've got to catch the train at 6, so yeah, early one today. But I'm going to take you through my day, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. Hi guys, just at the train now. Nervous, got all the stuff. Looks like I'm gonna get the train, so that's good. It's 5 to 6 now. Very, very excited about getting to the hotel, getting all rested, and yeah, getting nice and ready, get carved up for the marathon tomorrow. Gosh, very, very nervous. Stressful journey guys, but we've just made it to the hotel. Super excited. Gonna put my stuff away, then out for my shakeout run, and then off to the jacuzzi to get nice and relaxed before we have dinner, and then have an early light before the marathon. Look at how nice this place is. We have our own kitchen. Show you over to the bathroom, MTV crib style. Bath, shower. Show you what's on the menu for tonight. Got some eggs. Eggs and rice, obligatory race meal. And then tomorrow, for breakfast, bagels, peanut butter, honey, and oats. How can you go wrong? We have a cute little lounge here, massive TV. Definitely gonna be utilising that to watch some Netflix, chill out tonight. It's about 5 o'clock now. And here's our view. I'm staying at City Suites Apartments, so I'd highly recommend. I mean, look at the place, it's gorgeous. So lucky to have my own kitchen, just makes marathon prep sort of so much easier. Can cook my own food, choose what I want, don't have to rely on takeaways and other people cooking stuff. Kettle, coffee maker over there, make myself a nice little Nespresso. Of course tonight I'll be using the hob to cook up some wicked eggs. And then yeah, over to where the magic happens. Nah, in all seriousness, hope to get some good sleep here before race day tomorrow. Compression leggings on. keeping the legs nice and fresh. Cabinets as well. Got the post-race clothes ready for a good night out afterwards. Looking forward to that. Ooh, didn't notice that. There's a little vanity light that comes on. Isn't that sweet? And if you have any valuables, of course there's a safe. I don't have anything worth that much, so I will not be using the safe. So yeah, very, 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 very lucky.
Next day.
It really is an unbelievable performance from Briggs. Remember, she is only 22. She has got some future ahead of her, and has another little check at the watch. 2:34 is the Commonwealth qualifying time for the women in this event. Remember, the winner does have...
Eternity later.
Hi guys, you join me on Monday, 8 days after the Manchester Marathon, out on my first run back. It's been a hard week not running, but it's good to give the body some rest. We're just out for a very easy 4-mile jog, just to get the legs sort of ready to up the mileage again. But it's been nice to recover, enjoy some good food, and just let the body and mind have some mental rest. So, what are my goals and targets going into the race? Some of you may have known that if you follow my Instagram, if you don't, please follow it here. But some of you may have known that I tore my hamstring 3 weeks before the race. It was only a very minor tear, grade 1/B, but this caused me to have 1 week of complete inactivity to give myself the best shot of actually getting to the start line fit and healthy. So this did cause a little bit of concern for my coach and I, but we still felt I'd get to the start line in pretty good shape. So 2 weeks before I started training again, you can't really train, gain any fitness 2 weeks before the race, so it was just about getting running again and feeling comfortable really. But this did sort of change our goals for Manchester Marathon, as originally I was going to go for 2:29, which is 5:43 per mile or 3:33 per kilometre for all my kilometre people out there, but we had to reassess due to the injury, and the goal changed to anything around 2:35 to 2:30, which is still pretty good considering my last marathon I ran 2:41. The conditions were terrible though in that race. There was 45-mile-an-hour winds, and yeah, it was a hard race. It was Goodwood Marathon, and it was 5 degrees as well, so very, very cold. I think I actually ended up in the medical tent for a little bit after the race with hypothermia. So if I think about that race, maybe I was in 2:35 shape, and I think I'm a bit fitter now, or was 2 weeks ago. So 2:35 to 2:30 was what me and Helen, my coach, had thought would be a good target for Manchester. For race day, did it go to plan? Was I happy with the pacing strategy? So my coach Helen and I decided that we wanted to go through halfway, 13.1 miles in around 1:14 to 1:15 to give myself the best shot at breaking that 2:30 mark, and also if I did do a negative split, I'd still be around 2:35 or under, which would have been a brilliant result considering the injury. I ended up going through halfway in 1:13.20. Was this a bit quick? Yes. Would it have made a difference if I went a minute slower? Would my finish time have been quicker? I don't know. But I was just enjoying the race, enjoying the atmosphere. I managed to get onto quite a good group, and we shared the workload together. Here's a picture of the group here, some really nice guys. We were chatting throughout the race, and I was having a great time. I did start the race well, I thought. Usually in races, Cambridge is a perfect example. I go as hard as I can as soon as the gun goes, and just get a bit caught up. Cambridge, I ran the first 2 miles averaging about 5:02 and burnt out. So for Manchester, I was happy If you look at my Strava laps, which are right here, I started quite conservatively. I ran the first couple of miles, considering it's a downhill, averaging about 5:38, and then I built my way into the race and found that group at about 5 miles, and we worked hard up until that first half marathon mark, and then they were going really strong. I knew that once I saw the thing on my watch saying 1:13:20, I knew, whoa, I have to slow down a bit. So I took it upon myself and made the smart decision to slow down to around 5:45 per mile and just get comfortable with that pace. So I was working on my own at this time, trying to sort of work off the crowd. The crowd were amazing, I couldn't thank them enough, and stick to those 5:45 splits, which still would have given me a sub 2:30 time. This lasted up until around 20 miles, the typical 20-mile zone, and my legs just started to break. Was this down to a lack of long runs leading into the race because of the hamstring injury? I don't know. Or is this just the dreaded 20-mile mark that most people hit? But my time started to slip. You can see again with the Strava splits that I was struggling. It was 5:45, then 5:50, and then at 24 miles, Becky Briggs comes storming past. Here's a video of Becky Briggs. She actually went on to win the women's race in a cracking time of 2:29.05, which was a European record for the under-23s. Incredible race from her, and you can see from that video I was struggling and she was just storming along. So I ended up struggling for the last 2 miles, and unfortunately I didn't break the 2:30 mark. I think I did a 6:20 and a 6:25, and I ended up crossing the line in 2:30.56. Here's a video of me crossing the line. As you can see from that video, I was broken, but also extremely happy with how it went. Everything went well. My nutrition strategy was perfect. I consumed a gel every 5k and got no stomach upset. Had water at a lot of the water stations, and just everything went well. I loved the crowd. I enjoyed pretty much the whole race up until around 22 miles. So I'd highly recommend it, and I couldn't really ask much more. But I am hungry now. Let's go sort of talk about sort of what does the future hold. So the future for me is definitely to break that 2:30. Like I said, I'm super hungry. I'm only 1 minute off it, so I'm looking for the next marathon. I don't know what it will be. If you want to post your suggestions in the comments, that would be great. I maybe have my eyes on Berlin, but I'm not too sure. Definitely will do London next year, so that will be a great race. Hopefully I can meet some of you guys. Everyone wants to do London, so that is a goal of mine. But short-term goals, now we continue this recovery period for a couple of weeks, and then I build for my first shorter race of the season, which is Woodbridge 10k, which is only in 4 weeks time at time of shooting. It's May the 8th. My goal there is to run sub 32, but we'll just see how I recover after this marathon, as the marathon does take a lot out of your body. I haven't got much expectations going into the 10k. It's a local race for me, so I just want to show my face and put out the best performance I can. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I am really sorry I didn't get more footage from Manchester. Like I said before, my head was just so fixated on executing the race properly, but I do wish I got more footage, and at my next races I will try to shoot a more cinematic vlog and get some good content for you guys. But I still hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.